Hanukkah is coming, and that means it's time to talk about some Hanukkah books. I have 3 here that I've really just loved reading and sharing with my daughter, and I can't wait to share with you. 3 very different books. I like to try to kind of have a diverse mix of books when it comes particularly to books that are going to be about one specific theme, in this case, one holiday, Hanukkah. I don't want 3 books that are kind of in the similar vein. I like to kind of mix it up with some variety, and so I think that this kind of fits that bill. The first book we've been reading a lot is The Dreidel That Wouldn't Spin. This is the Toyshop Tale of Hanukkah, and this is going to fit into like what I would call a traditional story kind of vein. This is the sort of book that you buy, you give as a gift, you put in your decoration box, you bring out every year, and you read over and over again as a family. It's a sweet little story of a miracle that happens in a toy shop. It is longer form, which I kind of like, particularly with stories that are going to be like traditionally read in your family. When you're going to start a tradition, something you're going to do together, I like the stories that are a little bit longer. And this book is going to bring in a lot of those details about the dreidel and a lot of the Hebrew language. And I kind of love the idea of exemplifying the miracle of Hanukkah in this toy shop. It's a cute little story. Certainly, the shopkeeper answered. He gingerly picked it up. The boy grabbed it from his hands. This is much bigger than my other dreidels. Buy it for me, Mother. I really like this book. It's really sweet, simple illustrations. Like I said, I think this would be a great gift. Not only for maybe your own family, but like a gift to give nieces and nephews is what I always think of. I'm always looking for great things for my nieces and nephews. That would kind of be something that could be used over and over again. I think this is a fun little holiday one. This next one, Kugel for Hanukkah, I have read, I don't know, 15 times in the last week. We got this one from the library, and my daughter immediately pulled it out. We had a big pile of like 40 library books. My daughter pulled this one out and has asked for it on repeat ever since. It's a really cute little story. This little girl, each night of Hanukkah receives a different present that in the end, they're all gonna tie together. What she really wants is a pet, and every night she's not getting a pet. She's just waiting to see what's the big present gonna be. And likewise, her grandmother gets a little something every night of Hanukkah, and that's all about baking. So in the end, they bake together. On the last day of Hanukkah, and it's so cute. It's a sweet little story. I kind of like the puzzle of it. You're piecing together all the little things that she's getting. Let's see here. On the first night, but I got something very uncuddly, a hard metal lamp, which is not at all the puppy that she thought she might be getting. It's just really cute. And for my 4-year-old, she couldn't quite figure it out. Like, what's she gonna do with all these gifts? These are like so random. Oh no, I got a strange kind of thermometer. What? I'm not gonna spoil it, but I will tell you that it's a cute little circle moment when she gets her last gift. And something I really love is that her gift comes from the local animal shelter. And they show that by the city animal shelter shirt that she receives on the last night and that she wears in the book. And I'm just such a fan of that. I know that's such a silly little thing, but we rescued my dog. I'm such a fan of supporting our animal shelters. And so I like that this book kind of connects how we all can find a new family member at the local shelter. I like this one. This one's really cute. This one, Nathan blows out the Hanukkah candles. I'm gonna say this is so much more than a Hanukkah book. This is like a really important book. I talked about it a lot last year in the Facebook group, Little Ones Literary Review, where you'll find me and other parents reviewing books that they just are loving or haven't stopped reading with their kid, whether they love it or not. This is one that I shared last year, and I've thought about it so much during the year. Like I said, it's not really a Hanukkah book, it's so much more than that. This little boy's brother is autistic, and he loves his autistic brother, but he's really worried that when they celebrate Hanukkah, his brother's gonna embarrass him, and he's gonna blow out the candles before it's time, and he's just not going to get the traditions right. And so this really great story is told with these kind of simple illustrations, but it's all about, you know, kind of supporting, in this case, his brother, but our friends and neighbors and siblings who may be just a little different than us, may require a bit more patience. That's what this book is teaching, and I really love that. It's a great lesson in that. See, Hanukkah has 8 days. Hanukkah has 8 days. I think I'm going to burst. And the United States has 50 states, continues Nathan. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas. Mom cuts in. I have a good idea, Nathan. Turn on your computer and see if you can find a blank map of the United States where you can put in the state names. Nathan goes up to his room. I love the accurate portrayal of a child with autism, particularly if you have, I'm thinking of like if your child has a student in their class maybe who's autistic, but they haven't yet had any interactions with them, or they have a little questions maybe about a new friend at the playground. This is a great way to kind of introduce to them these ideas of some of the trademarks of autism and how you can best support that friend in this instance by coming up with some fun ideas you can do together that cater to their hobbies and their interests. And I just love that. It's such a simple little lesson about kind of including everybody, you know, with things that they enjoy. And I really like that. Tonight I'm going to pray for a new miracle, that Nathan stops repeating himself. It's a really sweet book. I really like this. I love the support that the parents offer both of the brothers. And of course, I love how it ends. It's a holiday book. Are you kidding me? They always are going to end happy. This is a great one. But like I said, it's about Hanukkah. It's about the Hanukkah evening and traditions and how they're going to play out. But it's really about so much more than that. I think it's about siblings. I think it's about how you need to kind of support your sibling and allow them to take center stage sometime. It's just about all the things, and I really love it. So I've got 3 books this year that we are really enjoying for Hanukkah, and I hope you'll be able to find and enjoy too. The Dreidel That Wouldn't Spin, Kugel for Hanukkah, and Nathan Blows the Hanukkah Candles. Happy Hanukkah!